Welcome to our channel. Today, we discuss a chilling possibility that keeps epidemiologists awake at night. A virus so deadly, so contagious, that it could wipe out humanity in just 60 days. Now, before you write this off as fear-mongering, let's be clear. This isn't a zombie movie plot. It's a scenario grounded in real science, real history, and real vulnerabilities in our global defenses. From the Black Death to COVID-19, pandemics have shaped human history. But what if the next one is different? What if it's faster, smarter, and utterly unstoppable? Let's unravel the science and the stakes of a pathogen that could end us all. Imagine this. A virus emerges in a crowded market in a megacity. Let's say Mumbai. It's airborne like measles, lethal like Ebola, and as stealthy as the common cold, spreading before symptoms appear. Patient zero boards a plane to New York. Within days, cases explode in London, Tokyo, Lagos. Hospitals overflow. Supply chains collapse. Governments shut borders too late. Panic spreads faster than the virus itself. Within 2 months, billions are infected. Millions, maybe billions, die. Civilization teeters. This is the nightmare scenario. But how plausible is it? Let's break it down. First, the biology. For a virus to pull this off, it needs 3 traits: high transmissibility, high lethality, and a long incubation period. Individually, these exist. COVID-19 was wildly contagious, but mostly not lethal. Ebola kills up to 90% of victims, but spreads through bodily fluids, not air. The flu mutates fast, but rarely becomes apocalyptic. But what if a virus combines the worst of all worlds? Scientists call this the triple threat, and nature is more than capable of brewing it. Bird flu, for instance, already jumps from animals to humans. If H5N1 mutates to spread human to human, game over. And with climate change pushing animals into new habitats, swapping viruses with us, the clock is ticking. Now, let's talk evolution. Viruses don't want to kill us, they want to spread. But sometimes, lethality is a side effect. Take myxoma virus, introduced to control Australia's rabbit population. At first, it killed 99% of hosts. But over time, the virus evolved to be milder, so rabbits lived longer, spreading it further. But humans aren't rabbits. Our global travel networks mean a virus doesn't need to evolve to be gentle. It can burn through populations faster than natural selection containment. By the time it mutates to be less deadly, it might have already wiped out half the planet. Here's where human folly kicks in. Imagine this virus leaks from a lab. Or worse, is engineered intentionally. CRISPR gene editing tools are cheaper and more accessible than ever. A rogue state or biohacker could tweak a virus's genome to maximize carnage. In 2022, researchers revived a 50,000-year-old zombie virus from Siberian permafrost. What if the next thaw unleashes something we've never seen? Or what if climate-driven deforestation uncovers ancient pathogens trapped in ice or jungles? We're playing Russian roulette with Mother Nature's deadliest creations. But let's pause. Humanity isn't helpless. After COVID, we've got mRNA vaccines that can be designed in days. AI models predict outbreaks by scouring social media for symptom clusters. The problem? Speed. Even if we develop a vaccine in record time, manufacturing and distributing billions of doses globally would take months. And during those 60 days? Chaos. Riots over scarce PPE. Nations hoarding vaccines. Misinformation spreading faster than the virus. Remember the toilet paper shortages of 2020? Multiply that by 1,000. Society's thin veneer of order? It could vanish in a week. Let's do the math. If a virus has an R0 reproductive number of 10, meaning each infected person spreads it to 10 others, and a 2-day doubling time, how fast does it go global? Start with 100 cases. In 2 days, 200. 4 days, 400. 6 days, 800. 5 days, 60? Over 10 billion infections. That's more people than exist on Earth. Now, factor in lethality. If it kills just 10%, that's 800 million deaths. If it's 50%, you see the problem. And this assumes no interventions. But lockdowns? Quarantines? They'd slow it, sure, but at what cost? The economy? Mental health? Trust in institutions? The cure might collapse society as surely as the virus. Here's the ethical dilemma. How far would governments go to stop it? Would they track every phone to enforce quarantines? Ration healthcare to the young and healthy? Shut down the internet to curb panic? And what about the survivors? If the virus disproportionately kills the elderly or immunocompromised, does that reshape our values? Our politics? Our humanity? History shows crises amplify both the best and worst in us. But in 60 days, there's no time for heroism, only triage. Now, the million-dollar question, has this almost happened already? Yes. In 1977, a lab leak of H1N1 flu reignited a pandemic. In 2014, a CDC lab mishandled anthrax. And in 2019, just before COVID, a Russian lab holding smallpox, a virus eradicated in 1980, exploded. Luck, not preparedness, saved us. But luck runs out. Right now, labs worldwide handle pathogens far deadlier than COVID. One slip, one disgruntled worker, one hacked database, and it's over. So what's the solution? First, transparency. Labs must be open to international inspections. Second, redundancy. Stockpile vaccines, antivirals, and PP before the next crisis. Third, education. Combat misinformation now, so people trust science when it matters. But most importantly, humility. We're not the apex of evolution. We're part of an ecosystem teeming with predators we can't even see. The next pandemic isn't a question of if, but when. Will this virus emerge? Maybe not. But the risk grows every year. Climate change, urbanization, and biotech advances are mixing a lethal cocktail. The good news? We've got the tools to stop it if we act now. Fund pandemic preparedness like we fund wars. Treat virologists like first responders. And remember, viruses don't hate us. They don't want anything. They're just code replicating mindlessly. It's up to us to outsmart them. If this video unsettled you, good. It should. But don't let fear paralyze you. Let it motivate you. Share this. Debate it. Demand action. And if you want more deep dives into existential risks, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell. Comment below. What's the first thing you do in a 60-day pandemic? Stockpile? Flee? Or fight to help others? Let's get talking. Thanks for watching, and remember, the future isn't written yet. We write it. Stay safe, stay curious, and we'll see you next time.